Okay, for this question, this is a machine drawing actually. So, and in machine drawings, you can be asked to find the sectional view of a particular cutting plane. You can be asked to draw the orthographic projection, even the isometric too. You can be asked to do any of them. So for this question, you were asked to find the sectional view of XX. So where is my XX cutting plane located? When I look at the diagram, I can observe that the cutting plane is actually here. So after establishing this fact, I need to observe machine drawings. It's a problem that you need to take care of first before producing it on your drawing paper, and they will always give you different views of the diagram, so you can make reference to all of them and produce the given answer that is required of you. Now in this one, you are given three diagrams. You are given this one, you are given this one, and also this one too is useful. Now the reason why they gave this thing to you, so you can link all of them because they are of different sides. Abi, for this one, looking at this very very clearly, I'm making reference. Looking at this, I'm making reference to this. You realize that this is actually the top. Looking at it very well, this is the top. Please just follow me step by step. I'll try my best not to delete any important parts. So looking at this, based on this circular part at the top and these slanted lines, which is almost looking like a square, this tells us that these are the plan look like. Now from the plan, I can see this circle. This is the circle here. This part of the diagram, this part of the diagram is this. This one you're seeing here is this. This is the hollow part. Now this part of the diagram is this side of the diagram. Please follow me step by step. When you're looking at it from the top, you can see all this side clearly. It's having four holes where you can put your screw or your bolt and nut. So the other one is at that other end. From the plan, you can see the four completely. You understand? So this tells me that this is the plan. Why this one? It can either be the front or the side view, right? But it's only one way to find out. I taught you guys orthographic projection. I told you guys that we have two type of projection: the first angle and the third angle projection. Machine drawing are usually drawn in a third angle projection, but sometimes it can be changed actually. Looking at the question, you should know what projection it is drawn. For the first angle projection, I told you guys in our previous video that first angle projection, my front view is located here, my side view is located my side view is located here, then my plan is located here. But for the third angle projection, my front view is located here, my plan is located here, and my side view is located here. I told you guys earlier on. You understand? It's like the reverse of the first angle projection. So now let's look at this diagram. I'm having the plan here. Then obviously this side is supposed to now be my what? My front view, Abi. And how do I know? Looking at this diagram, this is the front view of the diagram when you're looking at it from this place. And what can you see? This part of the diagram that projected to the end, this hollow part, try to go and watch the video. You see how curved parts turn straight when you're looking at it at 2D, in a 2D movement or 2D plane. So this curve becomes a straight line when you're looking at it from this view. You understand? So that's what we are seeing here. Then it went down a little, that's moving down a little. Then it projected outward. That's what you are seeing here. Then the other one too. This is what you are seeing. Then went down, down. Then this base is this one you are seeing here. Then I'm having a wedge here. That's what is represented here. Now, after knowing the okay, this becomes our plan, our front view, sorry. Now this part is trying to tell me that there is a wedge here also, which I cannot see from here. Please, they are all complementing themselves. They make reference to each other. For me, I cannot see the wedge, but here I can actually see the wedge like a wing at this side from the front view. That's when you turn this in a 2D plane. Now, from the plan you not see it because it's like at the middle of this going down, so you won't see it from that side. Now back to the question. They said look for or draw the sectional view of the xs. So from the plan they produce the xs view, and this is it. Then their point now is this diagram you are seeing here, it was sectioned like this, passing through the middle of this down to the middle of the big hole to the center of um the two bolt and nut holes. You understand, the hollow part. So down to the base. So they divided it, they sectioned it. So what they ask you to do is to take this part off and show how that surface is going to look like. It's very, very simple. I told you guys that in sectioning, whenever the cutting plane passes through a solid wall or a thick surface, we make use of a rough um a rough surface or a rough pattern, but we don't just scramble like this. You understand? That's wrong. We make use of a diagonal line drawn at an angle of, most of the time it's 45 degrees, but it can actually change. Then the distance apart is usually 2 millimeter, but that can still change. Okay, now why the parts, the hollow parts or the part that was not affected by the cut will become a plain or smooth surface, you understand, and that's just it. So every other thing is just based on what you are seeing. So please, you need to observe it very, very well. This semester you guys did a lot of projection, point of view, perspective. So let's go. Now this question is actually simple because they have actually given you this front view. Before you section, I usually advise you draw the front view first, or the view you see before you section it. Now I'm having this diagram as a full diagram. First, I present the front view of the diagram. If we're asked to section it in this manner, going in this direction, that means we're going to have to present this view. Please take note, I'm trying to explain this. You might not come across this, maybe a more harder one, you understand, or something simpler, but it's based on what you understand about it. Now, looking at it from this side, uh you need to produce this first before you section, but that's not what we asked to do. We asked to look for this part when it's sectioned. So first thing first is the front view, and from the front view this is what we are having. That's what I'm saying is already simple. So from the front view we represented, or they represented the hollow parts using broken lines. All this hollow part they used represented using broken lines. That's in orthographic projection. Go and watch orthographic projection videos that I made, you understand. Okay, what you need to do is produce this out first. After producing it, like after drawing it, when you divide this, the part you can actually the part that are affected by the cuts or by the cutting plane, the imaginary line, you use your diagonal line to shade it, while the part that was not affected you leave it like that, and that's what we are trying to do. Now let me sketch out the diagram. Now this is the top part, right? This top part, so it's going to be looking like this. It's going to be looking like this. Looking like this. So I'm trying to bring out what they have already done. Trying to bring it out. Okay. Now this is what this is the stuff they did first, right? But I did not complete it. I'm just okay. Now what I did here was to just bring out some parts, the outer part of the diagram. I don't have to redraw this. You understand? I just have to bring out the outer part of the diagram. Now the next thing I need to do now is to identify the part that was affected by the cut and the part that was not affected by the cut. Please, this is very, very simple. Now let's look at this diagram. There's a hollow part here, Abi, and the cutting plane, according to the cutting plane, it passed through the hollow part, Abi. So that simply means that this wall will be smooth, this part will be rough, this part will be rough, this side will also be rough because they are all this solid parts, thick parts. It's passing through the center of this circle. So this side of the circle will be smooth. Okay, that simply means that this other part now is going to be rough, but this side of the diagram is going to be smooth. This wall, that's looking at it from the front view. Please, this is the orthographic view abi of the front. That's why we are using broken lines to show the hidden details. But since we are sectioning it, when you cut out this part of the diagram, this side, and section it, the sectioned part, the nature of the wall of the section part is going to have a little resemblance as the front view. The only difference is that the front view, um we have broken lines to show hidden details, that's the hollow part, but the sectional part is going to be having two parts, two sides. That's the part that is going to be rough, that using the diagonal, and the other part that will be smooth. So please, I repeat, go back and watch the orthographic projection videos. You get a clear knowledge or understanding about it. So let's go back to what we have drawn earlier on. So let's see. This hollow part is going to be smooth, abi, that's somewhere around here. Is going to be smooth, but the span, that's from here to here, is the part that is going to be smooth, but the other side is going to be rough, abi. That's this whole part to be smooth, but this other side will be rough. This hollow part of the diagram, it's moved down to somewhere around this diagram, but I don't know the depth of the hollow part. The only way I can tell the depth of the hollow part is using the broken lines or observing it from the broken lines given. Now these broken lines went down. Broken line indicating the hollow line went down to the base. That means that this hollow part went through like the diagram itself, you understand, to the bottom. So we are going to draw a straight line there. So I'm trying to sketch. So I'll draw a straight line going down, straight line going down. Now, moving over to the next, there's a broken line here. But this broken line is because we are looking at this side from the front view, abi? But since we sectioned it from our sectional view, if you look at this very well, you find out that the thing did not pass through any of these hollow parts. It just went through the center. That means that the whole of this part is supposed to be rough. So that means that we have a rough part like this, right? Then this other side of the diagram is supposed to be having this. It's supposed to be rough. Okay, let's go over to this other side. From our diagram, the plan, sorry, we can see that the thing passed through the center of this hollow part. So that means that we'll have an allocation for the hollow part, which is going to be smooth. But the other side, that's this other side I told you guys earlier, is going to be rough. Then every other part of the diagram too will be rough. So this is the answer to the question. All you just have to do is to draw it with the dimensions, you understand, and that's all. So let's draw. Okay, please let me explain this. It's very, very important. We have the wing. We don't section wing. Even though the thing passed through the wing, there's wing somewhere around here. So we're supposed to like section this, like sketch it, because it passed through it. Same thing applies to this. This one is what we are having here. But we don't section wing. You understand? Just take note of that. So let's draw. We have our center line, abi, which is this line you are seeing here. So we are going to be constructing this diagram. So I'll draw my straight line. So that's my center line. So from this center line, they told me that the length from this side of the diagram to this other part of the diagram, that's the size of this, they told me that it's 70 diameter. The diameter is of 70. So I'll come here, balance my 8 and 10. Hope you guys have not forgotten this 8 and 10 issues. So I'll balance my 8 and 10 and I'll draw. So after drawing, it told me that it's 70. I'll measure 70. That's 35 to the right and 35 to the left. 35. Still on that same place. You know it's a hollow structure. This part of the diagram is hollow. So here to this other side, of the diagram is 70. That's the first circle. While the other circle, they told us that it is circle of 58. So we are going to be drawing circle of 58 diameter. So diameter 58, that's we're talking of 29, right? That's 29 to the right, 29 to the left. Twenty-nine to the right, 29 to the left. Okay, after doing that, please, if you cannot use the 8 and 10, or if your ruler is not straight enough, you can use your set square. I think by now you should know distance. Okay, after doing this, they told us that the height from this top to this bottom is 95. So I'll measure 95. So this is 95 here. 95. Let's come to this place to measure 95. Okay, after doing this, okay, they told us that this part of the diagram from here to here, that's here to here, they told us that is 10. That's 10 millimeter. That's 1 centimeter. So this is it here. Might come over to this side too for accuracy. Right. You can see I'm trying to be fast. Now, this part of the diagram. Okay, once we are done with this side, it went down this other side of the diagram. That's this part. It went down. That's 10 centimeter. I'll come here, measure 10 centimeter. Come over to this side, measure 10 centimeter. 10 millimeter, sorry. That's 1 centimeter. Then I project out. Now, from this place, moving over to this other side now, they said here to here. They did not give it to us, but we can look for it. That's here to here. They did not give it to us, but they gave us the total from here to here. They gave us the total from here to here, and they said the total from there to there is 32. So I'm measuring 32 from this place. Measuring 32, that's 3.2. Now come over to this side, do the same thing, 3.2. Then I draw. Okay. Now they told us again that this part of the diagram, that's the wedge. This side, they said it is drawn at angle 30. Abi? At angle 30 to the vertical line. So this line you are seeing here, 30 degree. So what we are going to do is to draw the 30 degree, but they did not give us the height of which this part was drawn. They did not give us the height, but we can look for the length from here to here. Then instead of using 30 degree at this side, we can now use 60. Then to meet up at this side, you understand, by 30 degree. Is it clear? If 30 is here, your trigonometric, if we're having 30 here, here will be 60. Since this is a right angle formation, I think that's clear. But we don't know length from here to here, so which we are going to calculate. That's length from here to here. We don't know it. We only know down to this place. We don't know here to here, but we can actually look for it. Let's go back to the diagram. Now, we have a center from this place. Please, if you don't understand what I'm doing, repeat the parts again of the video. If you still don't understand, message me, I will explain it for you. Please, I want to carry everybody along. Now, this side, to look for this, we can analyze both this view and this view. Now let's see. From this view, they told us that from the center of this circle to the center of this circle here, these small small circles. They told us that it is 44. So if what they mean now is this, to the center of this place, from the center of this place to the center here is 44. Let me come back and make reference to it here. From this place, this center line to the center line of the circle, this side is 44. Then here to here 44. From this center now to this wall, we can get it from this. This is a curved part, and the curved parts can be gotten using the radius. Abi, it's like a circle, a part of a circle, this circumference. So it told us that the radius of this stuff you are seeing now, the radius is of arrow 8. That's radius of 8. And radius simply means that is the half of a circle, abi. So that's from this middle of the circle to the end of this place is the 8 millimeter. I think that's clear. That's from here to this wall is 8 millimeter from the center. So which means that from here to this place is 44. 44 plus extra 8, that's how many? That's 50. That's 52. So I'll go back to my drawing. From this middle now, I'll measure 52. So 52 is around here. I come down and do the same thing again. 52. This is around here. So I'm drawing a straight line. Okay. So after doing this, from this side, I can now draw my 60 degree to meet at 30 degree here. So all I have to do is to put my protractor or your 60 degree set square. Any one of them can work. So balance my protractor very well. After balancing it, I'll look for 60 degree. And here is my 60 degree. So I'll just draw to this place. So that's it here. After looking at my diagram, please take notes. Make sure that you are 100% sure of what you are doing. You understand? Before outlining. Now, this part of the diagram you are seeing, when you are sectioning a particular diagram, it's like cutting a cake. When you cut a cake from the center, you notice that that other wall everywhere will be rough, or you are cutting a Maggi beginning to end. It does not matter the type of icing or design the cake is carrying. That place become completely smooth and clear, but just rough since a knife passed through it. That's what is happening here. We are just assuming that this thing is like an icing that I used to design it. So this part now will no longer be useful when you section it. The other place becomes straight. That's what we are having here. If not, we would have just gotten a particular line that will pass through this, just as we're having this and this here. So when I draw this to the bottom, I'll be having this, Abi. So I can outline my work, so I'll know how far I've gone. But please, before you outline your work, make sure you are very, very sure of what you have done. So I'm drawing this. Right? Then this other part of the diagram, I'm drawing it also. And I'm also drawing this. Okay? Then this one. And then this one. Okay, please, I just remembered something. All these curves you are seeing here, all these curves you are seeing, let me explain how they come about. Now, all these curves you are seeing, they are circle that we took just a particular part of it. Now, it is formed when a vertical line and a horizontal line are coming together at a point. So instead of making that place sharp, what we do is to get draw a circle, there of equal radius at the vertical and horizontal. So this is what I mean. Sometimes there are some questions that they will tell you the radius of that curve. So let's say the radius is 2 centimeter. So you measure 2 centimeter at the vertical, measure 2 at the horizontal, then draw a straight line like this to intersect here. So after intersecting, from this place, open your compass to this place, you can now cut it like this, and this will give you what you are looking for. Then you just draw a straight line here. So no matter the position, this is how we do it. But if you are not given the radius of that curve, all you just have to do is to use your French curve to do it. Use a French curve and get a good curve. You understand? And at the same time, for you to have speed, for the sake of speed, you might just use your hand to sketch it, but make sure that you are accurate and your hand is straight. If it's not straight, don't bother doing. Please, during the course of these videos, you see that I'll be using my hands to just sketch it out, but please don't sketch out if you are not sure of what you are doing. Now over to this um diagram. Now we were given, okay, this side. Now let me close this side up. Okay, let's see. The next thing I will need to do is, okay, I think this side is clear. B, we are done with this part of the diagram, so let's move over to this other side. Now from this side of the diagram, we can see that this diagram is having something like this at this side, Abi, and the center from this place to this side of the diagram, the center from here to here, they told us that is 12 points. They told us that the thing is 12.8. That's 12.8. So what they told us here, or what it means, is that uh the boat that is supposed to enter this is supposed to be occupying the position ranging from 12.825 to from 12.7 to 12.825. That's what this means. So what I'm going to do is to locate the middle. So the middle is going to be 1.6 since it's 3.2. So 1.6. So after getting that 1.6, what I'll be doing next is to balance my 12.8 there. That's going to be 6.4. So 6.4 to the right, 6.4 to the left. So let's say 6.4 to the left. So okay. So after doing that, they told us that too much of the told us. Let's see. Okay, so after doing this, we don't know the length of this to this place, but they gave us clue, just as we got from here to this place as 44 plus something else here. So same thing here, they gave us from the center of this circle, the main circle, to the center of this circle. They told us that it is 60, the length is 60. So I'll be measuring 60 from this place to the center here, center of this place. They told us that it is 60. Let me bring it out to here. From this place to the center here, 60. Okay, since it's 60, from this place to this wall here, that's, remember, it's from here to this center that is 60. So from this place to this wall, they told us that the radius, is they told us the radius is 14, arrow 14. That's the radius, arrow 14. So from this center now to this place is 14. So 60 plus 14, this is what it means. From this place to this place is 14. So 14 plus 60, that's yet to here. 14 plus 60, we are having 74. So this 74 now is what I will measure. So from the center outward, 74. So I'm having this 74 to this place. Then I'll draw a line. Please, I'm used to TD. That is why I can actually tell if a line is straight or not and draw. Please use your set square. Use your set square or your 8 and 10, whichever one that feels okay for you. Now, they told us that from the wall now we drew to this place is 14. So I'm measuring 14 from this place. I'm measuring 14. So this is 14. Right. Now, okay, that's to the center. Now from this same center, we have a hollow part here. That's this hollow part. From this center now, we have this hollow part to the right and to the left. They did not give us the radius here, but it was given to us here. They say the length from here to this place. The boat that should enter there is 12.7, but the size itself is 12 points. That's the hollow part. The diameter is 12.725. You understand? The hole is supposed to be wider than the both by a little distant fraction. So we are measuring 12.7. 12.7. That's from here to here is 12.7. So 6.3. 6.3. 12.7. Okay, so having done this, I can outline it, right? So this is going down. It's going down. Then this part also going down. Okay. So I am going to outline it. Okay, please, the video did not capture this side when I was doing it. When we are done with this, we'll outline everything, including this side and this side. I'd now outline here because I don't know the depth at which this thing moved. You understand? From what we have done now, here to here, we don't know the depth, but we can get it from this. From the center of this circle to somewhere around here. When you trace it down, you realize that from the center to this place is what they are making reference to here. So, and they told us that from this place to this is 22. That's 2.2 centimeter. So I'll measure 2.2 centimeter from the center here. So 2.2 centimeter. Please, everything you need has been arranged for you, prepared for you. All you just have to do is to look for it, understand the video. So understand the diagrams. Okay, once you are done with this side, I'm closing it like this. Then I'm also closing this side. Okay, then I'm closing this side too. I can draw it. Now moving over to this side. I don't know the length from here to here, but I was able to get length from here to here. Length from here. Wait, did I really explain it? Okay, please, from the center, this center to this circle here is 28. 28 plus this curve you are seeing here, the curve here they gave us here as 11. So 28 plus 11, that's 39. You understand? So that means that from the center to this place is 39. That's from here to here is 39. So that's 39. That's it. Okay, let's continue. This part of the diagram, this part of the diagram will still repeat the same thing we did there. Now from the center to this circle here, okay, what they gave to us was from the center of this one to the center of this 72. Then they now give us the radius of this hole, which is 12. So 12 plus 72, that's 84. So from this center hole here, the center hole we had here, 74. The center hole that I explained now, that's 84, right? 72 plus 12, that's 84. So what I'll do is to close it. What I'll do is to close it. I'm having it looking like this. Okay, please. This side, what I did here was to draw 12 centimeter from this part to this side, just as it was given to us here. They said the distance from here to here is 12. So this was what I did. Then I drew a straight line here, put the curve, and this was what I got. So in order to complete the diagram, you understand, we need to differentiate the hollow parts which was not affected by the cuts. That's the imaginary line which shows cutting plane. Then the side that was affected will now be represented by the diagonal lines. So let's say the diagonal lines, they told us that it's a 45-degree. This is my 45-degree set square. So this is what I'm doing. I'll balance this like this. Okay. For those of you that are using set square, my balance, and I'll draw like this. Now after doing it, they said 0.2 centimeter or 2 centimeters. So when I measure it, I'll come like this again, then continue. Now you cannot just keep on getting accurate distance apart, but using your eye gauge you can actually work. Left for me, I don't use this, but you can just be moving, you draw, move, draw, you move, draw. But what I normally do is to use my eye gauge, get it, and I'm working like this. Mm, please, everything must be aligned. I hope you saw what I did there. Please, time is against me. I have other ones to do. So once you are done, you can now dimension. So after dimensioning your work, uh, that should be the end. So at the end of everything, once you are done dimensioning, your work is supposed to look like this. You understand? You can put as many dimensions as possible. You understand? As you can see, I not put the whole dimension, so you do it. Um, if you have any issues in the video, go back to it, watch so you can understand, or you can reach out to me. Once again, uh, thanks for watching. See you in our next video.